$1,000.
No way.
If that's what this really is, they sent me the wrong phone and I got an awesome...
How would you know? Can you look
when you turn it on
yeah.
and do storage. But I don't want to turn it on yet because it's going to want me to do setup and all that, you know? And I'm not ready to do it because I don't want to put my SIM in it yet. Ooh, what if it is a 1 terabyte?
What if it's not, though?
Today's video is sponsored by Jackery. Come here. Right here. Come here. Hi, everyone. Excuse me. Gotta take care of something. Come here. Mr. Lazy. Very lazy. He just came up the stairs like slow motion. We just came back from a really long walk over at the town park, didn't we? Yeah, and he just had chicken and dinner. Breakfast. All right, so today we're gonna go out and do some work on the rig. I just got back from talking with Harry, my buddy there that's been doing the work on the E450 for us, setting up for doing the brake work. You know, it's coming up to the start of June here in 2 days, and I really want to be back out on the road the month of June. So if the brakes are mid-June, get that all finished, get us all wrapped up here and take off and hit the road. So one of the things that I need to work on, I've got some things I'm going to do between now and when he takes the truck for the brake work. And one of them is, this is damage control, literally damage control, fixing something that Lefty broke. The Lefty has not followed me out here. He's a little tired from that walk. We walked for a couple miles at a really fast clip, like almost jogging. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about here. You can see it's not in the best of shape. Boy, he's really gone at this thing. Yeah, so it has to rotate and then it has to push in. And because he dented it in so bad with his teeth, it was really hard to push in. And I'm hoping that that's what's broken. Yeah, and then here's the hazard switch. So this is all an assembly that plugs in underneath the trim here. So we do have to take out the ignition cylinder, and then we take off these covers. It's really not hard, so let's get this done. Oh, there he is. Grandma's got him. Okay. There he is. Hi, puppy. You gonna work with me out in the truck? All right, so I need Phillips head screwdriver for these covers and a thin Phillips head to remove that lock cylinder, and I'll show you how that's done. It's really simple. Okay, so you put your key in the ignition. You don't have to turn it yet. And then right under here is a little hole, and you put your screwdriver in here, and then you turn this forward. There we go. Okay. Then you need to spin off the tilt column. That just unthreads. And then you've got just a few screws that hold these covers on. There we go. There's the bottom. There's the top. Okay. I'm gonna find a Torx bit for this. Isn't it funny how the simplest jobs can sometimes... Let's try T20. Oh, that's it, T20. That's a common Torx size that's used. So this is held in. I think it's just these two Torx. Okay, yeah, this harness unplugs with a little bit of coaxing. You don't want to be breaking these. Old plastic. Man, these are tight. There we go. Okay. And then this one here. I go one side at a time. She's coming. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's get the new one. Everything looks the same continuity-wise. Look, it's even got the same graphics. You'll notice sometimes with the different brands of these, the graphics are a little different. So, new, old, not Lefty, Lefty. So this one goes here. There's that one. Oh. Hazard's working. And then this one goes here. Okay. Now these two Torx heads. There she's going. There we go. It's off a little bit. That one's in. Blinker's working. Okay, that's in. Left blinker, right blinker. Hazards. I don't want to do the wipers because we're sitting still. All right, now we just got to get this trim back on. Let's start with this one. I think I should have maybe tilted the column down. Might have helped. Right there. That should be it. There. Key off. Okay. You have to rotate it and get it in the right position. It has a ball bearing. That's what you're reaching up in underneath to depress. There's a ball bearing. And as you turn the key cylinder, that ball bearing gets released, the pressure on it. So you have to have the pressure come off of that bearing, and then it slides back in the ignition socket here. And it's back in there. Once you slide it in, it locks into place. So now that lock cylinder is locked back in there, so to speak. Okay, now we got to put this bottom one on. So it does have some locating tabs that join it up with the top cover. There we go. Second screw up front here. There we go. And last screw on this side. These are long screws. Use your screw gun on these on a low setting. There we go. Now let's thread this back in. This is the tilt column, and you can see it's got some Lefty chewies on there too. Do you recognize that? No? Yeah, so that just threads back in. It does have flat spot on the shaft. You can put a wrench on it if you want, but I've just always done it by hand. Gets plenty tight enough. Okay, I'm going to call that project complete. I haven't yet tested the wipers because I want to run the rig and I want to pour some fluid on the windshield. But I'll make sure y'all are here when we test that, because that was the main goal of replacing that thing. I just added another little thing up in here, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. This was just repairing some of the Lefty damage. You know, when we first started traveling, he was a lot more destructive. You know, forget about the shoe rack, but he chewed up these. These have been replaced, but that was, 5 years ago. So he's calmed down a little bit, but like I said, when we first started traveling, he was a little bit more destructive. And I remember when we first started traveling, and so many things were new to us, and one of the things that was new was power stations. So today's video sponsor is Jackery. And when we started traveling, the first time I saw a power station, actually the first two power stations that I saw were both Jackery brand. And this was 5 years ago. It'll be 5 years next month. since we started on the road. So what we have here is the Explorer 1000. This is the second version of this. The previous Explorer 1000, you might guess, it was 1,000 watts. They've increased this to 1,500 watts. It has a 3,000 watt surge, and it's 1,070 watt hours. And we all know what watt hours is. That's how much power the thing has. You know, it starts outputting at high wattage, and if it doesn't have a lot of watt hours, the batteries go down quickly. So 1,070 watt hours is a good amount. So they increase the power by 50% up to 1,500 watts, and you get over 4,000 charge cycles. So you're going to get over 10 years of use before you start seeing a degradation in the performance of this thing. So this kit that you're seeing right here, this comes with the Solar Saga 200 panel. These are bidirectional panels, which means they can accept sun power on both sides. That's something new. They didn't have that back when I was putting panels up on the roof of my rig. That install would be ideal for bifacial panels because the roof underneath the panels is totally white. So the reflecting sun would bounce back up into the panels and give them more power. So they give you an extra 10% of output being bifacial. So right now, I just plugged that panel in and I'm seeing 177 watts of input on a 200 watt panel that I just kind of threw up here and didn't really aim it too good. So that's good. I'm impressed with that. And this thing was really easy to set up. I've seen some of these panels that are a little bit awkward when you're trying to set them up, and I just set it up for the first time pretty easily. It has magnetic closures when it's folded up, and you unfold it and it has two legs that come out the back. So we've talked about a lot of solar generators, and you guys know the bigger they are, the longer they take to charge. Jackery has the charging time on this at 1 hour with AC input. So when you're at the max charging input, you can charge this from 0 to 100 in 1 hour. And it's actually charging right now. Let me see if I can get it on the microphone. This thing is very, very quiet. You know, the fans kick on when it's in charging mode, or if you're using a heavy AC power draw, you can't, like from right here, I can't hear it. It's very quiet. This has a UPS built into it, so it can act as a battery backup. So if you live in an area like down in Florida, I know some of you have power outages periodically. And if you have like a CPAP machine or your computer, you plug that into this. And if you have a power outage, it'll flip over to the battery of this in 20 milliseconds. So even though they've increased the power up to 1,500 watts, this is still a nice portable small form factor. I'm going to call it mid-size, and they've built in this handle right here to make it even easier to carry around. It's not heavy like some of the larger ones. It's mid-range weight. I will put the weight right here on the screen. So this is a great form factor for tent camping or car camping. And with 1,500 watts of power, you got a little bit more. You can run most coffee makers off of this. They're usually about 1,000 watts. Great when you have space limitations, but you're not sacrificing power. So you've got pretty standard outputs here, 3 AC, and these are pure sine wave. You do have a light that has different modes, SOS, USB-A, USB-C, and you turn on each section right here. You also have a DC 12 volt output, 10 amp, cigarette lighter style. It's got a nice color display. Can't see it in the sunlight here, unfortunately. You have to trust me on that one. 1,500 watts of power, 10-year lifespan, 5-year warranty, 1 hour charging, 200 watt bifacial solar panel. This is the Jackery Explorer 1000 version 2 and the Solar Saga 200 solar panel. So this equipment is brand new to market. Jackery's offering an early bird special from now through June 2nd. I know that's coming up fast, but I have a special code that extends that pricing to June 15th. So if you want to pick up the Explorer 1000 V2 and the Solar Saga 200 bifacial panel, look down in the video description, check out the links, do some Google searches and see what other people are saying about these things. I think you'll be impressed. And remember to get that special code down in the video description. Thank you, Jackery, for letting us check out this gear. Let's get back to the video. Well, here it is. The new phone showed up today. I haven't broken open the package yet. I'm waiting to be in the correct mood. But here's something I don't like. I mean, I've got to assume that's like the charger or something just rattling around.
Fine. What is
Open.
this?
It's my new phone. I haven't opened it yet. It just got here today.
Where's it from?
David.
Oh.
Lefty! Lefty!
Yeah, he knows it's for him.
Okay, come on.
Hot.
Ooh, white
It's
box.
in a box.
What does that mean?
Suspicious.
White box. I know, I didn't like the rattling.
No, what is that? No
It's
padding
gonna be a
whatsoever.
charger, right? Thank you for your order. Please charge to 100%.
Smells like when I get my
If you
nails
need
done.
look. Ooh. Don't drop it. Yeah, it's got 5 cameras,
Very
right?
nice. It's heavy.
Well, this is a real phone. Oh, it is. Oh my god.
Exactly. That's heavy.
So it's supposed to be in pristine condition. Yeah, I don't see a mark on it.
No.
It looks brand new, and it's supposed to have a brand new battery. When this was new 2 models ago, it was $12.99.
Yeah.
1,300
That's crazy.
bucks. Yeah, 256 gig. And I looked on eBay, and my phone, they're selling for $72. So I'm going to sell it for $65, and that'll come off the top of this, right? So net's going to be like $360.
I told you guys about, you remember those like machines that they have in like malls and stuff where you can sell your phone?
Yeah.
Marissa put her phone in there, like we were in high school, like hanging
Oh, I
out at
remember
the
that.
mall.
Yeah, I remember.
Put her phone in there because she thought, I don't know what she wasn't thinking, obviously. She was thinking like it was going to be like a trial where like you put your phone in, they tell you how much it's
Did
worth.
it take her phone?
Took her phone. We were like calling all the numbers on the machine. Nobody was answering. Like,
Did she get paid for it?
I don't even remember what happened. I don't think so. Like we just ended up leaving her phone in the machine.
Oh my god. So thank you for sharing that moment with me. Look, this says Galaxy S22 Ultra 1 terabyte.
Is that bigger than what you ordered?
It's 4 times bigger. If that's what this really is, they sent me the wrong phone and I got an
How
awesome.
would you know? Can you look
When
in-
you turn it on
Yeah.
and do storage. But I don't want to turn it on yet because it's going to want me to do setup and all that, you
Yeah.
know? And I'm not ready to do it because I don't want to put my SIM in it yet.
Mm.
Ooh, what if it is a 1 terabyte?
What if it's not though?
Okay, we got news on the new phone. So this is in fact a 1 terabyte phone. You know, we saw that on the box. Once I got the phone fired up this morning and turned it on, sure enough, it is a 1 terabyte. So I've got it up and running. I just spent like a couple of stressful hours. Like when you start up an Android phone for the first time, it goes through like a little setup process, and one of the things is bringing your data from a previous device. And there's a couple ways you can do it. You can use Samsung Switch, or you can do it through Google. And mind you, I've never done this before. I've always just set up a new phone from scratch. But from what I read, the Google did your apps and all that. Well, it turns out the Samsung Switch does that also, but I didn't know that. So when it started that setup routine and it asked me if I wanted to bring my data, it was asking me about the Samsung method. And so I skipped past it. Well, I was expecting the Google to be like super simple, like, do you want to bring your data from your old phone? Click here. But that never happened. So now I've got it up and running, and I'm trying to figure out how to go in and say, yes, I want to bring in the data from my old phone, because I did a fresh backup on my previous phone this morning for both Samsung and Google. That's two different methods. And for the life of me, and I'm not a dumbski when it comes to tech and gadgets and stuff, for the life of me, I could not figure out how in the world to just simply go into like Google settings and bring in my data from my old phone. I know somebody, probably a bunch of you know how to do this and you're laughing at me right now. Put it in the comments so that anybody else that wants to do this doesn't go through the like little panic scenario I just went through. I got it figured out. I ended up using the Samsung method because I could not figure out how to do it using my Google backup. I just could not figure it out. It basically looks just like my previous. It has all the apps in the same location, but the phone is perfect. I mean, the screen, everything, there's not a mark on it. I can't find any marks on it. Look at all the cameras. And look at this. I was over poking around in some of my stuff that I have stored over at my daughter's house, and I found the original box that I had saved for my A51. So when I go to sell it on eBay, it's going to be in the original box. You know, the books. I have a Samsung quick charger, a USB cable that's still in the wrapper because I have like 400 of them. And I'll even throw in this Spigen case because I have no use for it now. I'll clean it out real good. But this is the case that's been on that phone forever. It even has the little SIM card tool, and I'll include that too. So whoever buys my A51 is going to get a good package here. So was it worth $439? Yeah. And then I'm going to sell my other one. Let's say I'm going to net $60 off of my A51 if everything goes as planned. So then we're down to $380 for, what do you think that one sold with a 1 terabyte originally? Probably $1,500, $1,600 with a 1 terabyte drive, because they really get you on that extra storage for whatever reason, you know. It's not like it costs that much more money for the little chip they solder in there. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. What did you find? Hey, come on. Lefty, stop. What are you? Stop. Hold on. From Randy. I just came out the door and this guy was in the box. Oh, look. What is this? He doesn't care. He's just looking at the chicken. Hold on. I think this is Jumbo Donut. Is this for puppies? Whoops. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Go. Let me get the tag off. Let me get the tag. What is it, huh? What is it? Oh, is that for Lefty? Huh? What you got? Can I have that? Huh? Oh, it's got a squeaky. Can I have it? Is that Lefty's? Huh? Let me see. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Look at the puppy. Look at the puppy. Who says old dogs can't have fun? Huh? Can I have it? Can I have it? Huh? Left. Bring it. Bring it. Can I have it? Huh? Oh. Thank you, Randy. Thank you very much. Look at this knucklehead. I'm sorry, what? You already had some today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh, I think we're going to be okay. Okay, this is officially the first video shot with the new phone. I've got to get used to it. The camera options are a lot different than my other one. It has 8K. It can shoot an 8K, which I didn't even know that was a thing, I guess. But I wanted to show, I just got a couple of packages here that I wanted to open up. This is, thank you. Let's see who gave this to us. Thank you so much. We had one of our, stop, left, let it be. These are from, oh, Beth and Flash. Thank you. We have, you know, these are the little motion lights, and one of them on the truck has gone bad. Oh gosh, here we go again. So I've got to replace one of them that's on the side of the rig. So thank you, Beth, for this. This is going to go right up on the rig. Look at this knucklehead. And from Paul and Nancy, thank you two for sending this. California Duster. This is what I use inside the rig to keep the dashboard. Nope, you're not getting this one. To keep the dashboard dust knocked down. Thank you two. I had one of those, and after how many years? 5 years. It was finally time to replace it. Come on. Stop ruining everything. Look at this. Like 1 minute of work. You're so goofy. So thank you for the gifts. I'm just sitting down to do some video work for y'all. And I wanted to open these boxes while we were up here. And now this guy's going to bother me for the next few hours while I work on a video. Guaranteed. Nope. Nope. Looking for just the right ones, huh? We got the creeks are pretty swollen right now. Hey, hey, don't go over that edge. Always doing that. He always goes to the edge of whatever we're at. If it has an edge, he's on it. Or a cliff, I should call it. He's always doing that. Found some? Oh, it's too bad we can't get out into that stuff. Oh my gosh, he'd stay here all day. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I should start a landscaping business, a grass cutting business, right? And just put Lefty on a leash in somebody's front yard and come back and pick him up later. Goodness. Just loves the grass. Oh. He eats it like it's his dinner. He just chomps, chomps, chomps. Got a bad one there? Rejected? Oh, just finds those good ones. Holy smokes, dude. He is crushing it today. Hey, I don't want you cramping up now. Come on. Come on, pup. Come on. That's enough. Goodness. That's enough. Eh. Eh. That's my boy. You quite comfy? Spazzer. Oh my goodness, that is a big one. Oh. I think you just got that on the lens.